Power 106.3 today, and back in the day, the year was 1997 on that one. Now, if I recall around the years 1997, this cat right here had a #1 hit in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, Bizzy Bone in the Power 106 studios, man.
Yo, what's good, what's good? Yeah, we was creeping on the come up around then. I think we was coming out with Eternal ran for about 3 years. Still getting over the death of young Eazy-E and the new regime change that came in up under Ruthless Records. Blah, 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 you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely was a very good year for hip-hop, you know. Pac passed away, Big passed away, E passed away. You know, The Rock was starting to come up. You know, Jigga Man came out like in '98, you know what I'm saying, and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? I put out my record in '98, my solo record. You know, Flesh put out his first 2 solo records first, so I came out the box second. Hit #3 on the Billboard, hit platinum, you know, real nice, successful thing. I sued everybody, you know what I'm saying, get my solo rights, man. Yeah, you know, you gotta be able to stand on your own as a man. We was already $500 million in.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, 97 was a good year, man. It was a year before I went and got my solo rights and just went and did my thing. And, you know, a lot of people thought it was turmoil in the Bone Thug crew, but I didn't really want to blame them for what the business people was doing, or, you know, if they doing shows, I ain't really want to knock they hustle and be like, yeah, I ain't gonna be there, you ain't gonna be there. And then, you know, knock some of the fans that wanted to come out there and see Bone all together. And I always thought the fellas could hold it down themselves. So, you know, that's basically how I get down. You know, just a cool dude.
Right, absolutely. Now, not a lot of people, if any, maybe not even a handful of artists, can say that they've collaborated with 3 of the biggest names in hip-hop, all deceased. I mean, Tupac, of course, I'm a hardcore Eazy-E fan, so even before Bone Thugs and Harmony came up, I was, you know, listening to the Eazy-E, you know, got grounded on the Bone Thugs and Harmony. You got the Notorious Thugs. Now, nobody nowadays can say that they've collaborated with the 3 biggest names in hip-hop, man. Now, how is that, you know, saying that you're one of the few who've done that?
Well, you know, it's a really cool thing because we collaborated with them while they was there. So it was a true collaboration. You know, we kind of like one of the only groups that could really collab, not picking sides. You know, not picking sides. We'll close that door for you, brother. Not picking sides, like not going, you know, one way or the other. We could do something with Pac, we could do something with Big while they was at war, while the East Coast, West Coast beef was going on, and not really have to be subjugated to be, well, they on this side or they on that side. So that was really cool. You know, of course, with Eazy-E, and, you know, I knew Big Pun. He was a real close friend of mine. You know, I let him hear my record before anybody heard it. He loved it. All his Triple Sec brothers loved it. You know, Fat Joe is my homie. You know, Method Man, that's my dude. Quick, Kai Williams, Snoop.
All of them, man.
Dre, I heard Eminem before he came out. You know, I told Dre, the dude is really cool. He got some skills and all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it, man. It's just a beautiful thing.
Now, one of the hardest videos of hip-hop, and I'm not trying to stroke your ego, probably one of my favorite Bone Thugs and Harmony joints is For the Love of Money. I mean, I remember the box back in the day. You guys remember the box?
Yeah.
I remember I probably called a few times, like, okay, you know, trying to punch in the video for the Love of Money, man. I mean, you're big status in hip hop now. Being that you're in the 505 tonight, what can they expect from your show?
Oh, well, you know, they can expect a very good time. You know, a nice, energetic show. You know what I mean? We give about an hour-and-a-half set. You know, we get up there, we try to give them as much energy as we can, give them what they want to hear. Let them hear some of the lost ones. You know, they're going to hear Easy, they're going to hear Big, they're going to hear Pac, they're going to hear Twister, they're going to hear DMX. You know, they're going to hear that. You know what I mean? For the Love of Money was a major song for us. You know what I mean? Because Easy, actually, who was singing that was Jewel, who was with Death Row before she was with them. She had actually sang that for Lil E. So, you know, because E used to have a whole family. You know, E was in touch with Snoop and the rest of them before they really branched off and things of that nature. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, man, it was just a beautiful song, man. It took us to the next level. You know, that entire record was when Easy was still alive. He the one that basically gave Bone Thugs and Harmony their formula.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why when you hear Bone Thugs and Harmony record, it's the same formula as it was in 94, 95. We ain't never really changed. You know what I mean? It's Eazy-E's formula. You know, people you know, think that we did the whole thing, but he really played a lot of direction in there, from the Ouija song.
Oh yeah, that was a hard song.
This is pre-Juggalo era. You You know what I mean? So it brought that into play, and then ICP came and they did their thing, and they built off of that. You know what I mean? So it's just a beautiful thing to see all these young brothers doing their thing and shining. It's a wonderful thing being in the industry as much time as I've been in, just to be able to sit back and just watch them shine. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful, you know?
One thing that's good to know, too, is I can guarantee that you're not going to do a hip-hop song with a dancey beat. I'm not trying to make stabs, you know what I mean? But a lot of people, I understand you got to reinvent yourself, man. But I can't hear Bizzy Bone or, Bone Thugs and Harmony at that doing a hip-hop record where it seems like the product has just gotten so dancey lately.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
You know, it just depends on what they do with it. You know, sometimes when you do a song, people get to conform to what you do. When they ask for a Bizzy Bone guest appearance, they formulate what they're going to do around it. Just like when I'm doing it, when Drake is doing an appearance with me and Crave for our new upcoming thing that we doing, you know, we going to let him take charge and, go with his. You know, he do the singing and the rapping thing. So it just depends on how good an artist is, and, hopefully they're not real gimmicky or none of that. You know what I mean? So if they not like that and they know original raw hip-hop, then they're going to be good. But, brother, the show tonight, OneUp, nightclub, what?
All right, so bundles, tickets are available. Go jump on the mic, Doug. Because I know, okay, so I don't want to mess this up. I know tickets are still available. It's a 21 and over show tonight, right? Get a little closer to the mic, Doug.
Tickets available at Raw Music.
Raw Music?
On 7th and Central.
Okay.
And OneUp.
And OneUp as well, so they're going to be available at the door.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I believe he's going to be doing an autograph signing too, right?
Autograph signing, 4 o'clock, Raw Music. Everybody come check it out. Bizzy's going to be in the building.
He's here.
You know.
He's here. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying he's in the Power Studio, man. So once again, a big pleasure, man. Now, as far as, your Facebook, Twitter, man, you want to plug that really quick so people can know what's going on with Bizzy?
Let me go ahead and tell them right now. I'm not on Facebook at all. I'm not on Twitter at all. Bizzy don't do that.
Keeping it OG. Keeping it OG.
I mean, I have so many Facebook pages and so many Twitter pages. It is totally amazing to me because I'm not one of them. And it's cool because, it's like, in one aspect you could say, people keeping your name out there. And you want to keep positivity about whatever you're doing, but that ain't me. You know what I mean? You want to catch me, you can catch me, in one of these shows or something, because I travel all around New Mexico. You know what I mean? All around the West Coast, East Coast, down south, Midwest, Mountain Time, you know what I mean? Definitely. But I gotta give a shout out to Fat Fish Records. I got to, you know what I mean? The Bundles, The Billionaire, Albuquerque Custom Tent, of course. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give shout out to Channels 27, Truth, 505 Live, you know what I mean? So before we get up out of here, but I really hope everybody come out and enjoy themselves and make it home safely. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. My show ain't like everybody else's show. I'm going to give you something to think about, and you're going to hear what I'm thinking. You ain't just going to hear my words, you're going to hear what I'm thinking. It's going to be a real show that's going to touch your inner cortex, and that's the difference in me and everybody else.
That's it right there, man. Once again, a pleasure. Bizzy Bone in the Power 106.3 studios. Now, as you guys are driving in your car, we're going to do a back of the day double play, of course, showing our respect to Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's coming up here at 3:30 right here on Power 106.3 today and back in the day.